On this episode of Road Tripping with Sports Betting Truth,
there are Trump signs everywhere.
I continue eastward into rural areas of Wisconsin.
I wish I could live out here. This is awesome. This is like my nirvana right here.
Then I head north into one of the most forgotten areas of the country.
Whoa!
I hug the Great Lakes into one of Pure Michigan's most popular summertime tourist destinations.
Feels like a Kid Rock song.
Where I take a trip to an island where cars are banned.
I didn't realize there'd be so many people here. It's crowded on this island.
It's a fudging awesome experience. This is Road Tripping with Sports Betting Truth. I didn't get up as early as I'd like, but it's not a big deal. Anyway, I got my warm clothes on. That's because I looked at my final destination today, as well as the area I'm going to be driving through, and it looks like temperatures in the low 60s, upper 50s, so... No breakfast. So according to this, it's going to take me exactly 7 hours, 430 miles. I'm sure a lot of you thought I was going to be going south into the Chicago area. I'm not. I'm actually going east through Wisconsin, through Wausau and Green Bay, and then towards my probably one of the most anticipated parts of this trip. I'm going up in through Michigan's northern peninsula, which I think might be the most forgotten part of the country. You know how yesterday I said that North Dakota, you're only going to be going to North Dakota unless you have a reason to go through there? Well, I think Michigan's Upper Peninsula might be even more of an extreme example of that. My final destination today is Mackinaw City, Michigan. Major summertime tourist destination for people who live in Michigan. Hotel rooms are really expensive there. I mean, even 2-star hotels were going north of $200. Might be the most expensive hotel room I get on this entire trip. I gotta admit, I have seen Trump signs everywhere on this trip so far, especially today here in the rural Wisconsin areas, but it's just a conga line.
And everything, so it was just a natural progression for me.
Man, my GPS is taking me through some back roads for whatever reason. I'm about 20 miles outside of Green Bay, but... This is like paradise for me, like rural farmland, middle of nowhere, blue skies, extremely peaceful. Like, oh man, I wish I could live out here. This is awesome. This is like my nirvana right here. So it looks like those back roads that went through the farmland really took me around up and over Green Bay, so I'm not going to be driving through Green Bay, which is fine. Now that's my kind of sign right there.
It is time. That you're starting to get the idea of what it's time for. Alright, the question is how far can I go until I want to put it down? Like, will I be able to go all the way to Mackinaw?
Alright, I'm testing out this microphone with the windscreen. I don't even know if you can hear me. But hey, I am enjoying this, Top down, sun out, blue sky in the middle of rural Wisconsin. It's nice. I'm officially in Michigan. I've only been to Detroit and mainly the airport. That's the only area I've been to in Michigan. I've flown into the airport for a layover several times. At one time I had a pretty long layover, so I decided to leave the airport grounds. But I've never been outside of like the Detroit airport area of Michigan. So this is actually my first time to actually visit Michigan for real instead of just flying in. There are Trump signs everywhere. Everywhere there are Trump signs and flags and you name it. Like, I'm guessing I'm in Trump. Oh, there's a Biden sign. Trump signs are outnumbering Biden signs 100 to 1 on this trip. Whoa! You got Lake Michigan right over there. I wish I could show you my. Oh man, that is beautiful.
I gotta stop. I want to get some better video of this lake. It's crazy. Pretty crazy, huh?
Ah, the clouds are getting darker. I wonder if it's gonna start raining.
Man, it's gotten a little bit chilly. It says 68 degrees, but I'm fine. I got my long sleeve shirt and sweatpants on. I don't even care. I don't care. Sorry, but I gotta stop. Not because of the rain, but because I'm freezing. It's 67 degrees. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty cold after you've been driving 80 miles an hour in the wind and everything. Are there any fish in there? It's like the water's so green and blue, it makes you wonder like how. Isn't this the same Lake Michigan that touches Chicago that probably pollutes the hell out of it? Well, it smells like salt water.
The third precept, you shall receive the sacrament by Archbishop Charles Chaplin.
You know, it really wasn't that scenic because like so many trees block the view of the bridge. It's like there's so many scenic turnouts and stuff that I've passed up on this trip, especially in like Colorado and Utah, but yet I picked this one and like you can't really see you can see the bridge all right, but like there's so many trees and stuff that kind of block the view. $4. Oh well, I have no choice. Appreciate it.
High winds today, go slow.
Feels like a Kid Rock song. Well, here I am, this little lodge looking place, $230 for the night. I mean, there wasn't a lot available though, but it didn't look too bad, you know?
I got a wonderful view of
A tree. Ooh, I got a little bit of the lake. I'm surprised they gave me a lake view at all, considering I didn't pay for it. Plus, my hair isn't even that messed up, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. I don't know if going to the island is worth it. Apparently, you can take a ferry to go over to the island, but the thing is, it's really windy out there, like really windy, like Amarillo, Lubbock, Texas windy. So I got a schedule right here. Let's see when the times are. So it looks like they got ones coming back until 10:30, so I'm in no hurry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the island, even if it's just for an hour or two. So I'm gonna try to catch the 5:15 ferry. It's $27. You know, it is what it is. Hurricane force winds. I honestly don't get how people can swim in this water. It's freezing out here. Man, there's fudge shops everywhere on this island. I guess that's the thing, so I'll have to get some. I didn't realize there'd be so many people here. It's crowded on this island. It might take a while for me to get back on the boat. Look at all those people trying to get on.
Downstairs on the ramp again, we want to thank you for choosing Starline. Have a wonderful day.
Man, I got absolutely drenched, if you can't tell already. I thought going on the third story of that boat would prevent me from getting wet, but apparently not. I mean, 30-mile-an-hour winds, we hit a big wave, and all of a sudden this tidal wave of lake water just goes right into my face and into my mouth and everything. I'm drenched. I mean, it was about 58 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds. That was a freezing cold boat ride before I got wet, and the last part of it after I got wet was miserable. Maybe figure out something to eat. I haven't eaten since yesterday at the ice cream shop, so it's been about 30 hours since I last had any food. I'm gonna go get some food. A lot of the restaurants are closing at 9 and it's 8:35, so I don't have a lot of options. So I'm going to, like, I don't know, a place called Lakeside Hook or Hookside's Lakeside Grill or something like that. Looks like I got a little walk ahead of me, but at least they have free parking. God, it's cold. Oh, I'm like running to that parking lot where my car is. It's windy and it's cold. Did I forget to put my parking brake on? I forgot to put my parking brake on. How lucky am I that I didn't hit one of those signs? Time to try some of that fudge. Have any of these players dropped dead of COVID yet? Because I was told a footballist player that like, it was just going to be Armageddon COVID death. Alright, so I got 4 kinds of fudge, 2 different shops. So I got your traditional chocolate fudge, of course you got to get that. But then I got 3 unique flavors. So I got peanut butter, which I love peanut butter fudge. I know I'm going to like that one. And then I got butter pecan, which sounds pretty good. And then I got pistachio pecan. I like anything pistachio, especially pistachio ice cream. Everyone else I know hates it, but I love it. It's one of my favorites. So let me try the chocolate fudge first. You know, that's probably what you want to try right out of the gate, right? Because when everyone thinks of fudge, they think of chocolate. Definitely sweet. If you're looking for a, more of a brownie flavor, you probably want to get a dark chocolate. But definitely on the sweeter side. Alright, now I'm going to try butter pecan. I really like this one. Very buttery. That one's good. Peanut butter. I love peanut butter fudge. And now finally the green pistachio fudge. Tastes like those pistachio Christmas cookies. All 4 of them are good. I can't eat all 4 of those tonight. I might finish off 1 and just save the rest for the rest of the trip. Not bad. There been any COVID hospitalizations yet? We heard all about these players and all these teams around the country getting COVID, but how many of them have actually had to go to the hospital? None? Not one? I just go back to my junior year at TCU. Like a third of us got swine flu 2 weeks before the season started. No one cared. And unlike COVID, college kids actually died from swine flu. I just remember being lectured to on Reddit when March Madness was canceled. I just remember people lecturing me, oh, everybody's going to get this virus at some point. We have to accept that, but we need to shut everything down so we can flatten the curve and make sure hospitals don't get overwhelmed. I remember them lecturing me just saying we need to do that, and now all of a sudden these same people are probably lecturing people saying we need to shut everything down until there's a vaccine, or shut everything down until there's 0 cases. That's what angers me the most. There's been no consistency. The goalpost keeps shifting. But I was skeptical from day one. I was like, no, that's not going to be the case. They're going to drag this out as long as possible. And I was right, but at least at the time we didn't really know what we were dealing with, but now we know what we're dealing with, and the death rate is almost non-existent if you don't live in a nursing home. So what we should be doing is protecting the people in nursing homes and then letting the rest of the people live their lives, Oh, man, I think I'm ready to call it a night. Today might have been my favorite day of the trip so far. Tomorrow's probably going to be just a transition day I don't really have much planned. Tomorrow might just be a day of driving and relaxing wherever I stop. Until tomorrow, I'm going to bed.